Cancer is the #1 cause of death by disease in children. And after losing 2 children to cancer, a Lafayette family is using their tragedy to give back.
News 18's Samantha Tiki has the story.
Lafayette resident Joe Mackey says his daughter Claire was always the center of attention.
Claire had this really wonderful, outgoing personality. She had just turned 15, so she was one of those beautiful little teenage girls that was, me.
His son Patrick, a little more reserved, was a football player at Central Catholic High School.
Patrick was strong. He was an athlete. He was in the prime of his life.
But now all Mackey and his wife Tammy have are memories.
So 2 very different kinds of cancers, one very quick acting, one very slow and yet aggressive.
Mackey says Claire was diagnosed with an acute form of leukemia in June of 2011.
It was a very quick cancer. It was very fast acting, very aggressive, and her 15-year-old body just could not hold up.
Claire died just 2 days after her diagnosis. Less than 2 years after his sister's death, Patrick was diagnosed with leukemia, but immediately began treatment. The 8 months of treatment took a toll.
He was immunosuppressed. His body could not stop the infection that set in.
2.5 years after losing their daughter, the Mackeys lost Patrick to the same disease. Mackey says their children showed no symptoms until right before diagnosis.
By the time a child is diagnosed with a cancer, the cancer is in an advanced state.
Mackey says after paying Patrick's final expenses, the family had more than $13,000 in community donations left. After talking with Patrick's friends, they decided to use the money to make a difference in the lives of other families dealing with pediatric cancer.
We're going to save lives. And that's the mindset that we all went into when we came to Joe and Tammy and said, this is what we want to do. We're done sitting on the sidelines.
Since its creation earlier this year, the Claire E. and Patrick G. Mackey Children's Cancer Foundation has given $8,000 worth of $100 gift cards to families at Riley Hospital for Children. But the foundation strives to bring more attention to the need for pediatric cancer research.
We need promising researchers, prominent researchers, institutions to begin to adopt advanced pediatric cancer science.
Mackey wants to improve treatments for children and raise awareness for all pediatric cancers.
We can change the timeline, but it will take adults with cancer, adults who are cancer survivors, adults who have been healthcare providers, to stop and actually look at what's going on in the pediatric world.
And until that time comes, Mackey says the foundation will continue to raise money and awareness for the disease that took 2 of his children. Samantha Tiki, News 18.